Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I am
Morning.
here with Kim. Oh, Kim, I didn't put your name up on the screen. I got to do that.
Well, they should know who I am.
They should know who you are by now. So I'm going to put your name up there, but then I'll correct it later. So you are my marketing guru on my team, and you have your own company called Fresh Impact. And you come live with me once a month as a sponsor of this group as well to talk about marketing issues and to help people
Yes.
deal with what's going on in their world. So tell me what we're talking about today.
Well, today's topic is called Marketing Your Business When Life Happens, because it seems like a lot of us are having life happen. And where it normally happens, and I'm included, but I'm learning different traits, is that life will happen. We'll either have vacation or we'll have a health crisis, or our kids will need something, or our parents need something, or our best friend needs something. And all of a sudden our day-to-day business gets derailed. And so what do we do as business owners? Because we know you and I both preach consistency. Both of us are like, you need to do your marketing. But then when life happens and that guilt, and I'm speaking firsthand,
Me,
I
I'll
didn't.
speak firsthand too. Yeah.
Right. I didn't have things. My daughter recently got married in Mexico, and I didn't, because life happened beforehand, didn't have everything, all my ducks in a row when I went. And we got there on a Saturday. And by Tuesday, I had a full blown meltdown. Like, I was
Mm.
crying because I was so stressed because I didn't have my market. I didn't have all this done. And finally, I took a deep breath, and it was like, it's not done. It's not the end of the world. And then I was able to put it all in perspective and then totally enjoyed the rest of the trip. But how it made me start thinking about is, for one, what can we do as business owners? What tips have you and I both learned that maybe we can help share? And then, yeah, well, how can we help people be prepared?
Yeah. And you know what? When you said, and what do people do when they go down for one of those reasons? In my case, recently, like yours, we've had medical issues that we're trying to juggle. And yeah, the first thing first thing your body wants to do or your mind wants to do is panic. It's like,
Correct.
oh my God, how am I going to keep up with my marketing and everything else that I have to do? And I have to be consistent. Otherwise, I'm not going to have business 2 weeks from now or 2 months from now. It does get scary, but then you have to stop, take a deep breath, and go, you know what? It's just not that important if I miss a couple of posts. But what we've learned through what's going on with me and what's you is that a little preparation, I think these were your words, can go a long way. So
Yes.
let's talk
Yes.
about first perspective. Your business is not going to close if you're down for 2 weeks and you can't market your business. You come back on when you can and you share with your audience, if you want to, what has happened. And most people are very generous and understanding, and they actually connect better with you because they see you're human, even though
Correct.
we hate to be human.
Correct. And one thing I see is some people, well, they'll have, like, say they have a month absence. Then they'll go, well, do I make a big announcement or whatever? You do you. If you feel like sharing what's going on, share what's going on. If you don't, then just start posting like you normally did.
Exactly.
It's not, it neither way is a right or wrong answer. What's important is being authentic to who you are and the way your business runs.
Well, I think it's also this inability to put it in perspective for most people. So I'm going to put something in perspective. I put something on my Instagram that I have 8,500 followers or so. It's out there for 3 hours. I look at it. Maybe it's not perfect and I want to take it down. Do I go, oh my God, we had it out there for 3 hours and how many people saw it and it was wrong? Like, no, it's like, okay, even with 8,500 followers, probably only 15 people saw it. And they probably would never remember it and they're just scrolling, and I took it down and we replace it with something else. Like, it's not a big deal when you think about the volume of people who might have seen it or not seen that you're posting consistently for the last 2 weeks. Really, who's going to notice if you're not posting for 2 weeks?
Right.
How many
Maybe,
people?
maybe your mother, if she follows,
Right.
or your
Your
dog.
mother, your children.
Well, and that brings up a good point too. And I almost messaged you the other day because I get emails from all kinds of influencers. And the one email was a huge influencer with a huge following. Normally their emails are spot on, not a whole lot, but there was a few big, big error word grammar stuff. And I was like, thank goodness.
They're
Because
human.
we all get our underwear in knots because we sent out an email that had the wrong grammar, or we not that we don't want to strive for perfection,
Right.
but it happens. It's human. And I just right before it came on, someone sent an email and said that they had to postpone their live training today. No excuses, no reasons why. They just had to postpone it. It's life. Life happens. And I I want to offer grace to people because I want them to offer me grace.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. If somebody
Right.
gets all upset that you have to step out for medical, reasons or anything else that's going on in your life, then that might not be your ideal client.
Correct. And it's hard. I mean, I know 2 weeks ago I went through that whole mental thing and it's like, oh my goodness, is my youngest daughter getting married? I'm in
Mhm.
Mexico on a family vacation. Like, take a chill pill, girlfriend. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. The
I had to do
marketing
all
will survive. It's not a big deal.
right. Probably nobody even really noticed except for they're looking for pictures of Mexico, which I intentionally, and this I'm dropping down to number 3 right away, intentionally didn't share because we live in a smaller community. People know who we are. I didn't want people to know that I was in Mexico. I didn't want people to know that I was gone until I came home. And now I feel safe to post the pictures. And so that was we're going to talk about tips to keep you safe on vacation is really being alert of what you share unless if you have a security alarm system, you have stuff where you are protected. um we had some things in place, but I didn't feel the security that I wanted the whole world to know I was in Mexico and my home was home open.
Yeah, I post even on my stories when I'm out and about. I'll take pictures, but I won't post them till later, weeks later sometimes. And again, it's maybe not something I'm doing right at the moment you're seeing it because I don't want you to know where I am at the moment, right? Because there are lurkers in the world and people are crazy. So you want to have that safety measure,
Right.
right?
Yeah. So let's be safe. So now let's go back to number 2. A marketing plan when some prep can be a game changer. So we all have these posts that we can create that are more generic, more fluff posts maybe
Yeah.
that we could keep in a folder that would be readily easily available to just toss out there if we didn't have a plan. I personally believe that people's key to success with marketing is if they sit down maybe once a month, once a week, whatever works in their schedule, and plan out their social. So if you have your plan, your monthly, the whole month of June all planned out, you have a medical thing come up tomorrow. You don't really have to worry because June is taken care of.
It's true. And it's such a relief when it's planned in advance, right? So there's different levels. You're a solopreneur, you're doing it all yourself, you're doing it right through an app, let's say on your phone. You can take 2 weeks off. Don't stress if something, or a week, whatever you need, and not most of the world's not going to notice it. Don't stress over it. Number 2, if you happen to get your shit together, which is what we hope everyone does, and do a monthly marketing plan, unless it hits right at the end of the month, you're going to be okay.
Correct, correct. And that's where I kind of ran into a little challenge because we normally have our clients' content done like the 20th to the 24th of the month. Well, that's right when our vacation was. And
Mm.
so I ended up getting a backlog and stuff. And so now we're bumping our dates for our client work to be done on the 15th for the next month. So that way our clients have more time. We give a little more grace for life happening
Yes.
time. And now I'm being more intentional because I do have an upcoming surgery. It's the last Friday of the month where I know my content's already going to be done for my clients. So I can go into surgery not worrying that I have to create content for somebody
Right.
because it'll be done because of the dates of the month that I scheduled it. So just having a little forethought and planning makes a huge difference.
Yeah. And again, like if you're a larger firm like I am, you have a social media marketing team. So when I went down and I've been sick and going to doctor's appointments, I know that you guys are posting consistently. And the extra little posts to my stories that I do, I didn't do.
Right.
That's okay. And if
And
I want to go back on my phone and look at an old picture and post that, I could have done that, right? So
correct.
having those emergency thoughts, kind of emergency posts, generic posts, I think was a great idea.
Right. Yep. Just have them. And then, especially if it is like a health crisis or something, and you feel comfortable sharing a little bit, your people do want to support you.
Yeah.
And it's kind of nice sometimes we need. So use social for what it's for sometimes. It's for social, it's for support and caring. We're using it to market our businesses. That's a bonus,
Mhm.
but not being afraid to just share a little bit if you feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, and you know what? People do get weird about that. In some cases, people are like, well, I don't want to post just so people think I'm looking for sympathy. Like, no, like if you're not presenting it that way, like, oh, give me some sympathy, people aren't going to think that. Like,
No.
I went live last Thursday with my Thursday thoughts, and I had told everyone that, what I'm going through medically. And I got the nicest supportive. I got an email from one or two people. I've gotten comments personally, like, hope you're feeling better. And it does feel good when you get support, right? So social is not just to market your business, your people,
Well,
your circle want to support you.
and they want to support you, but by you sharing sometimes. So I share about breast cancer. You wouldn't believe how many people reach out and get educated because of what I share because of my journey. So there's lots of different options and different reasons and why. But again, it's got to be your comfort. If you don't feel comfortable,
Yes.
and there are some things that I don't share because I don't want to. I don't want to. Simple.
Right. You don't want to, and then you want to make sure the people in your life are comfortable sharing. Like I remember when I started sharing more about my kids, I got their approval first. I was like, okay, guys, like I'm a little bit of a mini tiny, public figure influencer, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of people share personal stuff, and I'd like to share more, but I don't want to do anything that's going to upset you guys. And they were like, by that point, they were older. They're like, Mom, just share away, no boundaries. And I was like, really? Like, okay. But sometimes you have to get yourself to the point where you're comfortable with that. Even
Correct.
like you said, with your personal medical issues or things that are going on in your personal life, whatever. It takes
Right.
time. But
Right.
when life happens, there's multiple ways you can go with this, which is why we name this Marketing Your Business When Life Happens. You can go private, you can go more public, you can step out for a little while. Your business is not going to fall apart. You can have a backup plan, like you had said, and make sure you have some sort of posts ready, generic posts for whenever, if something happens where you can't think. There's so many ways you can go
There
with
he
it.
is.
It's nothing is wrong either. It's not wrong or right. There's just whatever you feel comfortable doing.
Right. And some people, I've seen it where, oh my goodness, my dad's had a heart attack, please pray or whatever. And
Yes,
they feel very comfortable in the moment. And then they worry, well, everybody responded and I didn't respond back to them.
it's okay.
Cheers. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody would expect you to. Don't be glued to that phone. And that's where I was on Mexico. Was like, I took very little pictures. I didn't do it. I wanted to be intentional about being where I was at with
Yes,
who I was at. And when you have a health crisis or a child needs you, sometimes that has to trump over taking a cute picture for Instagram.
absolutely. There's definitely a trend in the world in general of life and work balance. That trend should have always been there, but it really wasn't. Now there's just so much more focus on it, and this is part of it.
Correct.
De-stressing your life a little bit by not holding yourself always tightly accountable to everything you've chosen to do with your marketing during an episode in your life, whether it's medical for you or for someone else or for a wedding or for anything else. It's okay. It's
It is.
okay. We're here to tell you it's okay.
It is okay. And can I give a quick little plug for the Get It Done Club?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
if you struggle with getting your marketing done and you just needed some extra support and accountability, you want someone just to kind of help make sure that you're doing it correctly and give you some advice and just be an accountability part. We have what's called the Social Media Get It Done Club. We meet every Friday at 9:30 Central Time. And it's just a great way to pop in and make sure that your marketing gets done. I can share some tips and tricks and just be there as like a little coach guidance. And then you can we just do it on Zoom and you can work on your marketing. You don't have no questions. You just know that you show up every Friday to get your marketing done.
I love this idea. You know what? It's exactly that. It's exactly what people need is knowing I have to show up at a certain time every week to do a little bit of marketing and having you on the other side and other people in the Zoom room to tell their ideas too. You might be getting ideas from each other. You might be getting ideas from Kim. I think it's an amazing idea. So for people who want to hold on to their own marketing and
Right.
learn while they're doing it,
Correct.
that's what you're there for.
Correct. Correct. It's very affordable. It's $127 a month. We'll put a link in the comments. And that way it's great for people that kind of like want to get ready to outsource, but they don't know how or they can't afford it. This is a perfect step to help lead you to growing your marketing.
It is a perfect step because I feel like people outsource too quickly sometimes, and then they expect a company like yours to pull stuff out of a hat when they don't really understand what they want done for their company on their social. So to get to this next step and go to your Get It Done Club for your marketing, it makes them think and start to get their branding and identity down as well, and what they like to put out on their social media and what they don't. And once they have that down, they can outsource it all they want.
Correct.
I love it. Okay.
Thanks for
All
letting
right.
me
So you're going to put a link in the description, not
Yes.
in the description, in one of the comments for
Yep.
people to check out tell them the name again.
Get It Done Club.
Get It Done Club.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everyone, go get it done. And we'll see you. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, I think, for Thursday Thoughts. And Kim, we'll see you next time.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
Have a great week.
Bye, everyone.